Pull this off first with the hands in. When you pull on this, a lot of moving parts kick into action. Flip the head back, bring this back up, back to the legs. Oh, never mind, I can push it on the side. We're running here, Nobby. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I'm Robo, and before we get into all the news from this week, I'm talking, there's a lot of news. Hell, at the end of last weekend, I could have done a daily on Monday, or, you know, daily. But I didn't want to throw it all off because I was afraid there wouldn't be anything for today, and I love Fridays. I wanted to save it, and now we're going to be sitting here for 30 minutes rambling on and on about toys. But before all that, I wanted to address some technical difficulties that has happened a couple times on the channel. This last Monday, and then the Monday before that, I uploaded the video, I went on my merry way, and I started getting comments of, what are the black flashes? Or in this week's case, what are the Gus flashes? Now, most of you took it in stride, and I appreciate that. I really, really do. But for the comments of, are you purposely trying to give people seizures? Come on, why would I do that? Why would I try to intentionally hurt you? Sure, at the first of this video, there are flashes, but it's a joke. It just happens a couple of times and done. I would not do that through a whole video. I love all of you, even those of you who say Gus is a big-time letdown Spider-Man ripoff. And that's including Shartimus. Shartimus! That was all on YouTube's end. I don't know why they had a rendering problem. I don't know why it happened on 2 consecutive Mondays. Both Mondays, I uploaded from 2 completely different states on 2 completely different devices. At home, where I do 99% of my videos, as most of you know, I live backwoods, Arkansas. My internet is not great. I actually have to load my videos on my phone and drive into town because both my home internet and my phone data is absolutely terrible where I live. So I can't just, oh, there's flashes, I need to re-upload my video. I can't just do that. It's a process. But just wanted to let you know, it was all YouTube. It was not me. But like I said, lots of news. I say that, lots of news. Let's get into it, and then I ramble for 5 minutes about internet problems. There's been an update to the Medicom Mafex. Yay! The Medicom Mafex Avengers Infinity War Iron Spider. Now, when I got the email from Ami saying there has been a change to this figure, I thought, well, there it is. Another Mafex date push. But I went and looked, same release date, and it actually took me a couple of scrolls going through the pictures, seeing what's going on, and they added blue to the Waldos. Not a huge thing, not a big change, and I've never really looked close enough to see what color the Waldos are in the actual movie. I just know it looks better with a little bit of color thrown in there. It kind of brings it into the overall piece color-wise. Marvel Legends didn't give us those, but on their cheaper 6-inch line, they did give us just straight up gold Waldos. Same for the SH Figuarts version. They just put straight gold Waldos. I never got this because they look kind of thick. They look kind of more Doc Ockish than Spider-Man. But then the Marvel Select version made them gold, blue, and red, which really I like it. I don't know which way is correct, but I applaud Medicom for making changes closer to release date that kind of spruce the figure up a little bit. Now I just hope this version is as good as the Mafex Homecoming version because that thing blew the figure arts away. That's why I haven't pre-ordered a lot of the figure arts Spider-Mans because, oh, Medicom's been killing it. Sticking with Mafex for a minute, I did the weekly last week. I went to bed all proud of myself. Another weekly down. And then I wake up Saturday morning and there's magazine scans of the Mafex Cyclops. You can't give me 24 hours, Medicom? Come on. But before I could even post it to the front page of Fwoosh, even consider doing a video, they started posting solicitation pictures of the figure, and then finally pre-orders went up, just within hours, which is the way to go. It's like, magazine scan, oh, pictures, I can order it. And I'm gonna wait, I guess. Now, I'll be damned if this is not a perfect translation of page to plastic that I've ever seen, really. The belt ride's a little high, which to me is like the perfect representation of Scott's personality, at least the way I think of it. He's just, you know, by the book, gotta do it this way. We can't do it. Comes with stoic and screaming heads, and also comes with another head with the visor off, the glasses on, but it also comes with an extra visor with a strap on it so it can be down around the neck. That's amazing. That's thinking of well, not quite everything. Because he comes with 2 fists, he comes with another hand for, you know, poking them. But that's it. At least as far as I know. Maybe there are other hands and I missed them, but I want some open hands. I want pointing on the other side. I want some options when it comes to hands. Even though Medicom went out of their way to give us a lot of options from the neck up. Because there's also a smoke effect that comes out of the visor. There's also blasts, one wide, one narrow. But I don't quite know how these work. I don't know if it's a swappable visor, one with the smoke effect coming out, and then another one with a peg hole for the visor because the effects seem to have pegs on the end of them. But there's nowhere to plug them in. I don't see that part of it. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. Well, okay, not soon enough. This is solicited to release in January of 2020. And knowing the Mafex line, it always gets pushed at least a couple months. So we're looking at March 2020. We're looking at one freaking year before we get this in our hands. I actually had to look at my hands wishing it was in there. With that, the price is set at $65, and like the Iron Spider, there's already been a change to this figure from the original solicitation in 1 week. They've changed the glasses on the unvisored head. In the original pics, they were kind of brownish. It looked like they had rims. They've changed that to be full-on red. Now, it kind of looks like they photoshopped the original picture just to make the whole thing red. Hopefully final product looks kind of like that ruby quartz type material that goes on there. Yeah, moving along really quick here. It's the last couple of days to pre-order your Super 7 Masters of the Universe William Stout collection and Conan. Pre-orders end Sunday. That's pretty much all I got on this. Well, I have heard rumblings that Skeletor comes with the sword from the final battle, but I haven't seen pictures yet. They may be out there. I haven't seen them. We're about to get into a bunch of Robo Don't Know territory, and for these first few, it's mostly the company. I know the properties, it's just the companies. Here's some third-party stuff going on. Like the Noir Toys, wait, let me get this right, Superhero Series 19th Century Dark Knight. It's Gotham by Gaslight Batman. I don't have a lot of information on this. I don't know how you can order this right now. I've heard stuff, but apparently I'm not in the right groups on Facebook, which makes me sad. All I've got are the pictures that have been flying around for the past few days. And honestly, it does look pretty good, if not stylized a little bit. 17 centimeters to the top of the ears, which are pretty long. I'm told that's pretty much scaled to the Mezco stuff, so they'll look nice side by side, beyond being both covered in cloth. Comes with a stand, goggles, lots of hands, a grappling gun, I think knives? Are those knives laying there? And then some batarangs, all for $85. But there's also an exclusive edition for $100 that also comes with a couple alternate heads like Bruce Wayne uncowled and then an angry Batman face. And then it also comes with what I think is a gargoyle you can perch the figure upon. Exclusive to where? I couldn't tell you. Again, I don't have a lot of information on this. I'm just interested in, I'm hoping it pops up for pre-order in the same places that we've pre-ordered the Venom Snake. Oh, you want more third party? How about the Bullet Head V-Mask? I wonder who this actually is. I don't know. I am a little bit more familiar with Bullet Head, if not in hand experience. I've pre-ordered their Criminal, which is essentially a 1/12 scale Mezco style Heath Ledger Joker. That looked good. This also looks good. I like the lay of the cloth. It's a little bit flat, but you can fix stuff like that. I even like the rooted hair because really it's a wig. We don't see the roots actually going into the head. The hat covers that. And I'm being really defensive about it because I don't think I would like it on other characters. Like Conan, I don't want to see the roots of his hair and it coming down. It works here. It's supposed to look like that. Comes with a hat, a rose, his daggers, an assortment of hands, and much like that 19th Century Dark Knight, I don't have any kind of pre-order information on this. I figured this will pop up on places like KG Hobby, where I have the Bullet Head Criminal pre-ordered, but they seem to have pulled that listing down, and Criminal was supposed to be out months ago, last year. It said Q4 of last year. So who knows where this is going. Look how this transitions. Cloth-covered action figures, Joker, right into the Soap Studios Harvey Dent / Two-Face. Now, I think we saw this at a show, I don't know how long ago. It's been a while. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I like the look of the suit with the singes on it. They did a nice job there. The burnt part of Harvey's face, it looks pretty good from what you can see, but they're almost purposely hiding the other side, or fuzzing it out, or having it turned away, or having it in the back. I want to see the other half. I don't have a Soap Studios figure yet. They're just, I'm waiting for that Nurse Joker. If the rest of the companies don't want to give me a Nurse Joker, I will order the Soap Studios one, but I'm still on the fence with most of their stuff. Comes with a couple of coins, comes with, I believe, an Harvey Dent button, comes with a pistol, comes with hands. $76 ETA of Q2, Q3 of this year. Oh, we're flipping back to third party for a moment. Now, at a show a couple of weeks ago, I had a chance, I didn't transform it, but I messed around. I picked it up. The Lewin Resources Lewin 01. And it's essentially a big-ass Optimus Prime. Now, Toys Alliance has given us a big-ass Optimus Prime, but this is almost 30 inches tall. It's got working lights all over it, even the cab lights up on top of the truck moat on the chest, those light up too. And that's on top of it being a heavy son of a mother because of the die cast used here. Just holding the fuel tank and the smokestack by itself is, oh, there's heft to it. You could throw it and knock out a mugger. I wish I had transformed it, but it was on display at a booth. I didn't want to go messing with it or break something because at $350, my curiosity to see how the truck stacks up to the rest of the 6-inch figures in my collection, the price outweighs that curiosity. But now they've come along and made Lewin 01A, which is a mashup of Captain America and Optimus Prime, and I don't know why this thing just speaks to me. It calls to me. It's so wacky, but so brilliant. I'm not buying this thing. I am not buying it, especially at $420. I guess the extra cost comes into the big shield that it's going to come with, but I think seeing this now, I may just get another Siege Optimus Prime, give him a Marvel Legends shield, throw some paint on him, and I'll be happy with that, right? I don't need a 30-inch Optimus Prime in my collection, especially one that looks like Captain America. I don't. Here's the Mezco 112 Collective It 2017 Pennywise. Ooh, scary. Pennywise may just be my biggest fear besides snakes and open water. Yeah, Robo don't boat. And while this looks very movie accurate, I feel like Mezco has still put a little bit of spin in it. It's not obvious. There's just something, I'm not saying off. It may be off, but in this case, off adds to the scary, or changes the scary a little bit. Includes a lenticular painting, a paper boat, a severed arm, several sets of hands. I say that a lot during weeklies, don't I? Several sets of hands. Because I'm not gonna let that. There's a grip, there's a fist, there's a point, there's a... But I will point out there's one holding a balloon. It's attached to the string or wire or whatever they're using here. And then 4 heads, each and all of them, I just been coming right out of my nightmares. And now the price, $100. I'm not sure what's adding to the price here. Most Mezcos are $80. And if they aren't, if they're higher, it's usually because of polystone or a light up feature. Maybe it's the intricate stitching on the suit, or just how complicated it actually is. Maybe it's materials used in that. I don't know. That's all I can see different from this and, standard releases. But this is scheduled to ship September to November of this year. Here's the Bandai Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts Avengers Infinity War Nebula. Wait, Nebula? I expected maybe Gamora or Drax, or since this is under the Avengers Infinity War banner, maybe Vision, maybe Scarlet Witch, but they go with Nebula, kind of a woo curveball. Don't get me wrong though, I'm not griping at all because, swoon, Karen Gillan. And I like the suit they went with. I love the paint apps on the face, just how pastel yet striking it is. It's soft, but sharp, Comes with a blaster, comes with a baton, comes with 2 heads. 2 completely couldn't be further from looking alike heads. Just 2 heads with facial features on opposite ends of the emotional spectrum. Nope. It's the same face, just with eyes looking in different directions. I hate when Bandai does this. It's Nebula. She's a rage machine. She's angry, not just mean look to the left. You want to know where the rage is? It's a Soul Web exclusive. There you go. So you'll have to go to a third party for this one. Nippon-san, Anime Export, My Combini. It's easy enough. I've never had a problem so far with any of these. About $62 and it ships in September. Instamashii has teased the Dragon Ball Super movie regular standard Broly. I haven't seen the movie. I don't know a lot about Broly, but here you go. Fans of Dragon Ball, Broly, and he's probably coming soon and looking cool, being all Broly. Here's the Bandai Star Wars model kit R2-Q2. Yes, another astromech! That's what I was waiting for. I'm just kidding. Well, kinda. I'll take as many astromechs as I can get. I've said that several times. And I will buy the hell out of this one too, because it's completely different from the ones we already have. Even though the decals this time around look to be a nightmare. And I'm all for it if they're reusing molds to build up money to give us unique stuff. This is like the 7th or 8th or 100th time we've seen the R2 mold, and then there's several iterations of C-3PO, including the Celebration exclusive 000. I'm all for that. I'll throw money all day if there's even a glimmer of something unique coming, but there's not. It really seems more like, let's get as much money as we can out of the stuff we already have and then close up shop. Which sucks because really, absolutely need an IG-88. I'll take anything that they want to give us, but IG-88 is a biggie. I feel like they would knock that thing out of the park, and then I'd have my bounty hunter set up. Hell, I'd buy multiples of IG-88 for the different assassin droids. Hell, I'd buy it just to try to build the cantina scene with the heads behind. I'll buy, you hear Bandai? You hear? I will buy as many as you want me to buy. I will fall upon that sword. Sorry about that. R2-Q2 will be about $20. Releases in July. Keeping with the model kit line, but going over to something else. This video has a lot of Robo Don't Knows. But Robo Don't Know Kamen Rider. No clue at all. I know you do something with the belt and kablammy! He changes into some kind of superhero Space Ranger looking thing. I don't know why the looks appeal to me so much. Like I said, maybe it's the mix of Space Ranger and some kind of superhero, the color palettes. It's eye-catching. That's all I could just... What? I bought and never built the original release for the model kit line from Kamen Rider, the, what was it called? The Masked Rider Build Rabbit Tank form. See, you even gotta love the names. And they've released several scents from Kamen Rider in the model kit line, but this one, I think it's the video game element. I may have to get the one, and the pink. How many pink figures do I have in my collection? And then someday I'll build the original one. I'll build this one. I've got several other model kits. Model kit play day. How's that? Model kit play day. Several sets of hands, and I think it's called the Gotcha Con Breaker. It comes in both hammer form, and then you can change it up, have blade form. You gotta love it. Look at that. $22 comes out in June. Yes, Robo Don't Know Overwatch. Rub it in. But the Hasbro Overwatch Ultimates line, I'm seeing a lot of custom potential here. You seeing some Agent X in that Soldier 76 maybe? I'm not gonna embarrass myself by going through all of these. The new solicitation pictures, they look cool. I'm definitely gonna need a Mercy just to keep as Mercy because I just like the design. But I will post all of this on the Fwoosh front page tomorrow, along with all the pictures that we've already looked at, all the pictures that we're about to look at. This will be along with that, so if you wanna see those, hit the Fwoosh front page tomorrow. That includes turnaround videos of all the figures. Ooh. And from what I hear, these should be up for pre-order very soon. We also got new promotional shots of the Hasbro X-Men Legends Caliban wave. And we have had a lot of promotional shots from this wave. I don't know if they're trying to keep up the hype for it. Do they just love the X-Men figure so much that they're gonna do whole photo shoots for days on it and then slowly release the pictures? I don't know. But out of all these pictures, I do like with Skullbuster and then the Reese head on them. I probably won't use that, but seeing the Reese head on a body, I'm gonna need Macon and Cole and the rest of the Reavers. I also hear these are on the boat right now, so they should be popping up in stock soon-ish. I posted all these pictures on the Fwoosh front page. Did I? Have I? Yeah, I did, earlier this week. See, so many toys, I don't know, I can't keep track. A lot of people have been finding the Hasbro Marvel Legends Avengers Endgame Black Widow and Hawkeye 2-pack at Target, but a lot of them are getting street dated. March 31st, or well, March 31st at midnight, April 1st, somewhere in there, that's the big reveal, that's the big release of Avengers stuff from Hasbro, other companies, and Target seems to be enforcing that street date. Who's not enforcing that street date, from what I've seen, is Walmart. Because people have been finding the shipping cube at Walmart just already put out, and that includes, and I've gotten new promotional images of the Marvel Legends Thanos Armored Thanos wave, however you want to say it. They're all looking good. I talked about this last week. We knew about most of this wave, especially the comic figures, but it also comes with Ebony Maw and Ronin and Captain America in his Quantum Realm suit. And the more I look at these pictures, the more I need Ronin and I need Ebony Maw, especially after getting Corvus Glaive yesterday, because I also found this stuff at Walmart. It wasn't in a shipping cube, it was in the Lego aisle, one aisle over from the actual Marvel stuff. I asked, and she was like, oh, that's over there. And I'm like, why? And she's like, we put it over there. I'm like, why? And she goes, because I wanted to. Shut the hell up or get out of my store. And I was like, I'm sorry, ma'am. Thank you. I found the 2-packs, but I didn't find the Legends. People have been finding the Legends, and the 2-packs, it's popping out. But like I said, the actual release date is tomorrow night, the 31st, April 1st. But that's also the solicitation date for the figures at online retailers. From what I hear, these are almost to them. So when we're able to order them, it may be technically a pre-order, but they should ship within the next week or two. And there may be special things going on. Dorkside Toys has told me that they're also doing a Marvel sale. They're gonna have discounts on older Marvel Legends series. So if you missed something or you want extras of something else, Dorkside Toys tomorrow at midnight. Now Bandai's not gonna miss out on the Avengers fun. This must be a worldwide street date for Avengers information because tomorrow, well, tonight, for those of us over here on the other side of the globe, Tamashii Nations will be doing a Marvel Pop-up. Now this is just showing their product, what's been shown, what's coming out, and then stuff we haven't seen. Like for instance, this SH Figuarts Spider-Man Far From Home Spider-Man. The darker look to the suit, and man, that diorama kicks ass. It's kind of angled, it's kind of crazy coming around, and he's swinging through. That's, ooh, I need one of those. Also, we just talked about the solicitation shots for the SH Figuarts Nebula, but seeing her standing beside the Python armor Iron Man, seeing it in person, pictures only go so far. Yeah, and this is a picture, I know, but this is a picture of the figure in the case taken by somebody. It's more what you see in person. I love looking in the case and just go, toys? So, a few hours after I post this, we'll probably be seeing new pictures from overseas, and then all the release stuff for Avengers this weekend. Next weekly is going to be awesome too. FWO for life. Feels like I've been talking forever because I have. I'm not going to bore you anymore. Go out there, buy a toy, enjoy your plastic. Don't sweat the small stuff. If you like this Fwoosh Weekly, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the Fwoosh. I'm going to go take a nap.